Hi everyone. For the third time, my videos got deleted twice. Twice I recorded this. So deja vu again, okay? And I'm recording this on camera. I used to do it on TikTok because it had a nice filter. And now you could see how tired I am. And it's 1 a.m. Oh my goodness, I do not want to film this. I don't know. Okay. What was I talking about? I was talking to myself for like 20 minutes because I was trying to record this video and it kept getting deleted. I hate this. It reminds me of my college years where I would type a whole like paper, like 5-page theory, and then like a Word document would go crazy or the computer would like shut off and nothing would be saved. It's okay. I am going to get over that, okay? So, we were going to talk about time, okay? The daylight saving time, okay? Because over the weekend, we all experienced this where we changed time, right? Like we jumped over an hour. Like we completely disregarded an hour. Like we jumped over it. It doesn't exist anymore. Like we are here now because we could do that. We as humans apparently have the power to change time. And we've always had this power because humans want to be these God complex figures that can manipulate time and space and the world. And that's basically my conclusion. I had a better one in my first 2 videos, but I'm so exhausted right now, honestly. I don't even know if I could tell you. Like I was going this rabbit hole where I was checking out like when did daylight saving time first started, and it started in 1970 during the First World War. And the reason was because the government decided that they wanted to benefit the war to win. And they're like, well, we have to extend the day by 1 hour. So there's more time and like people could save resources. And that way the night is shorter. So that's where the daylight savings time started because of war. Like that's insane. That's crazy to me. Like I didn't know this. And then the leap year, okay? The leap year, well, I guess Julius Caesar started the leap year. And now that I'm like reading even more into it, like there's all these calendars that follow, like, right, like the solar year, right? Like how long does it take the sun? How long does this Earth take to go around the sun one time? And it's 365.253, whatever the decimals are, but it's a little bit more than 365 days in a year. So that's how they decided to kind of like add that leap year, like every 4 years, so they could account for that lost time that is not getting counted. And it's all because Julius Caesar decided to fix the calendar. And keep in mind, all through history, every population, every civilization, they made their own calendars. They wanted to keep track of time, which is this crazy concept that like Albert Einstein said, time is relative. Time doesn't really exist. It really matters on how you're experiencing it and how there are the circumstances surrounding you and the space and the matter you're in. That's what influences how fast time goes or how slow it goes for you. And I'm sure you guys experience time going very fast sometimes and sometimes going very slow, depending on your mood, depending on where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. And I just find it fascinating that time is this concept that is like outside of us, even though like we're the ones trying to control it and make sense of it because it's so important to our lives, right? Like time is everything, right? Like it controls the season. We could plan if we have a time, like we could plan our lives. We know like how much time we have on this planet. We know like when to do different things throughout our lives because of the time. And humans are trying to control all this, right? And one of my favorite shows is Loki. And there's this concept of time and multi-universes and timelines is beautifully like it's not even explained, because you have to like really watch it and rewatch it, and watch theories and like explanation podcasts about the show to really understand it, because it's not an easy concept to understand. Time is not easy, and multi-universes and timelines are not easy, trust me. And I want to say something about Loki, because Loki is this like proud god, and he wanted to take over Earth because he wanted Earth to be like under his influence, because he thought like that's what humans needed. They needed somebody to be in control, somebody to take full responsibility over their actions, and that's when they would be most happy. And him as a god, he could do that. He could be the ruler and make the decisions for everybody. Well, in this season, like there were 2 seasons of Loki show, and throughout the seasons, like he really goes like introspective and like really analyzes who he is, what it means to be a god, like what it means to control other people, what kind of responsibility that is. Like, do people want to be like controlled? Like, can you as a god control them? And it sounds like, and it happens that in the end, look, don't watch this if you do not want to get spoiled, but in the end, Loki is the ultimate god. And why? It's because he controls the multi-universe. He controls all the timelines. He literally has timelines in his hands. He holds on to the different timelines, and I find that it's amazing. And all this happened because he spent time in the TVA. And the irony of this is that the TVA is a place where the past, the present, and the future happen simultaneously, right? Simultaneously, like if one influences the other, and time doesn't really matter there. Like nothing is important. Like all those different stones didn't have any value there. And I find it like interesting that a place that has no value on time was able to create the most powerful god that was able to control all of the time. And it's just like these contradictions that are these contradictions that are crazy or inexplicable. These are like the things that are making the show amazing, like because it really makes you think about it, like really makes you think, like all these contradictions, like is that real? Like deja vu, like what's happening? I don't know, I'm tired. I don't know if I want to post this video. I am rambling more than normal, and I swear my video was more organized and had an outline, but yeah. Anyways, you guys should check out Time. Like Time, like when was the first calendar invented, and like why Julius Caesar decided that he was a god and wanted to like create this leap year, and the Egyptians decided to add 5 days extra to their calendar because their calendar year was only 360 days. And because, like it was messing up with the crops and like the whole season changes, they're like, let's just add 5 extra days of partying at the end of the year. And I find that's amazing. And like we should have 5 extra days at the end of the year just to party. And then the Chinese New Year's is different. Like we just had the Chinese New Year February 10th this year, and it changes because it goes by the moon and the seasons and like the sun, and I don't know who makes this calculation, but there are people apparently that are very smart. Really, like that's what they think, that they're very smart and they calculate to figure out like time. But can they, like, can people calculate time? I don't know. Like I feel like it's so outside of us, and it's so ignorant that we believe we have control when we don't. We absolutely don't. But we want to. Anyways, that was my rambling for tonight. So thank you so much for watching this, and I'm hoping that this doesn't get deleted because that's it. This is the 3rd take and I'm not doing it again. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.